smokes, news and weather, music and jokes. See on the porch in my favorite house coat, it's the Sarah Beth Terry Show. She's a feral Christian out in the wild, the cigarette mom with a queen bee style, talking or singing about somebody you know. It's the Sarah Beth Terry, the Sarah Beth Terry, it's the Sarah Beth Terry Show. I'm Sarah Beth Terry, and you're not.
Happy Monday to you. Today is Monday, July the 13th, 2026. And pull up a rocker. We've got a spell before the lightning bugs come out. On the front porch headlines tonight, America is still watching the Middle East. The biggest story remains the widening conflict between the United States and Iran. Military operations continue today after additional American strikes. Shipping through the Strait of Hormuz remains uncertain, keeping energy markets nervous and world leaders urging restraint. My cat is walking the tightrope. You just saw it. Yep, now licking out of the bowl. Excuse me, my goodness. I need a drink. Texas and Pennsylvania on the porch tonight. Good to see you. Capitol Hill begins the week mourning Senator Lindsey Graham, who died unexpectedly from an aortic dissection. Leaders from both political parties offered tributes while South Carolina prepares for the process of filling his Senate seat. Just to catch you up, he visited a drone factory in the Ukraine, made a big promise that we were going to make them more lethal, made a big promise that we were going to do the Save America Act as soon as he got back to American soil, and then he died. Oh, and that drone factory is now obliterated by Russian missiles. I'm sure those two things are unrelated, though. All right, large portions of the South and Midwest remain under a dangerous heat wave. The heat just isn't letting up. Health officials continue to encourage folks to stay hydrated, check on elderly neighbors and animals, and avoid strenuous afternoon work if possible. Well, I have. I just laid down and took a nap. I figured that was as safe as I could be. Did I see what happened in Ireland? No, but tell me. Former Senate leader Mitch McConnell says he's recovering, in an AI obvious post, says he's recovering after a recent hospitalization involving a fall in pneumonia and plans to return to work when the doctors allow. Unless Jesus is coming back to raise you, Lazarus, I don't think that you're going to be sitting in Senate very much longer, because 3 strokes and you're out. I don't want to call bullshit on bullshit, but bullshit is, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. And if you looked at the picture of him and his wife, they don't let you wear button-up polo shirts and jeans in the hospital bed. That was an AI-generated newspaper in his lap. You couldn't even read the print. And Trey's the baseball player on it, ain't played for 2 years. So, I do want to say thank you to the AI chatbot that wrote his return address, because he said he would now be doing the job that we elected him as Kentuckians to do. Finally! He ain't done it for 50 years, but, now that we have an AI chatbot telling you that you're probably all right and, everything's fine. Yeah, why not? Well, maybe the chat GPT will do his job. At least it'll listen. All right, anyway, in human interest, let's get on to that. The neighbor who quietly changed a town. Let me share a story with you. Every community has one. The retired school teacher who still mows the church lawn. The old farmer who plows a widow's driveway before his own when it snows. They rarely make national headlines, but they keep America stitched together. One reporter recently wrote that if you really want to know a town, don't ask who owns the biggest house, ask who everybody calls when somebody's in trouble. That's probably the richest person in your town. I went to the Tractor Supply, Anna, and this is a house dress. It's not even, I've got on flip-flops and shorts underneath it. Like, it's not even a fancy dress. It's just a running around dress, but thank you. From around the farm, with all the rain that we've had lately, here's a reminder, fresh air is medicine. Even if your coop isn't fancy, moving stale, humid air is one of the best defenses against respiratory illness. So get you a fan out there in that coop and get that air circulating, or else they're all going to get coryza. Don't do it. Dry bedding, fresh water, shade, and airflow. Sometimes the old-timers really did know best. And Garden Gate, see, like I did that? I don't call it Watergate. It's Garden Gate. That's what's going on in my garden. Your July chores, if you have a garden, pinch basil often, it makes the plant bushier. So when you start to see those little flowers coming on top, pinch them, and your basil will get bushier. Pick cucumbers every day. Every day that you have cucumbers, pick cucumbers. Miss one, and it'll turn into a baseball bat or a pickle overnight. So make sure that you're picking it with all this rain. Pick up your cucumbers. Water tomatoes at the roots, not the leaves, to prevent burning and mildew. And deadhead flowers now for another round before August, including your roses and your daylilies. So go ahead. There's your garden gate for today. The good news, a wildlife rehabilitation center released several recovered birds of prey back into the wild this week after months of treatment. Watching an eagle or a hawk disappear into the sky never gets old, if you ask me. But sometimes healing takes months. But freedom is worth waiting for. Something to learn from our bird friends. Overheard at the feed store today. I ain't saying my rooster's mean, but the UPS driver asked if we could meet him at the mailbox from now on. So there's that. Things that make you go, what? Did you know the average lightning bolt heats the air around it to roughly 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun? That's 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit. 50,000 degrees. 50,000 degrees. The exact separation between you and Elon Musk. 50,000 degrees. No wonder thunder sounds like the sky's ripping apart. Hello? On this day, born unto us, was Harrison Ford in 1942. Happy birthday to the original, the OG, The Fugitive with Tommy Lee Jones that I love so good. Happy birthday to Indiana Jones. Hello. We won't talk about the fact that he could have just been out of that entire first movie and it would have ended the same. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Happy birthday, Harrison Ford. Happy birthday to Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart, who is on Star Trek and also on American Dad. Happy birthday to Patrick Stewart. Also, happy birthday to Cameron Crowe. Born in 1957. Oh my goodness. You're telling me what's going on in Ireland and I missed it. Oh my Lord, Deborah. Lots going on in Ireland. I ain't seen him this upset since they ran out of whiskey. On this day in history, 1787, Congress adopted the Northwest Ordinance, laying the groundwork for how America would expand into new states rather than into colonies. In 1863, the New York draft riots began during the Civil War. And also in 1973, on this day, Alexander Butterfield revealed the existence of President Nixon's secret White House recording system. Speaking of Garden Gate. Right, George. I am not a crook. All right, Appalachian saying, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Simple, but true. Most boats are safer in the harbor, but that's not what boats are made for. Just let you know. Your scripture of the day coming from King James, because I know that's our OG that we like to go back to. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. Lamentations 3:22 and 23, if you're reading along. Porch reflections for the night. Most of life isn't lived in the headlines, friends. It's lived in the little things. A husband bringing home your favorite candy. A hen that finally starts laying eggs. Rain on an old tin roof. The neighbor waving from the road as he drives by. God has always done his biggest work through ordinary people, faithfully doing ordinary things. Don't overlook today's ordinary. It may become tomorrow's treasured memory. Nanny, nanny. Oh my goodness. So, thank you to my mother. She surprised me and Sean with Ella Langley tickets. So, that's really cool. We never get to go as fans. We always have to go as workers. Or songwriters, or drummers, or managers, or hair and makeup, whatever they need us for. So, to actually get to sit in the audience is going to be a whole new experience. So, I'm super excited. Thank you, Mom, for that. She's like, I found this. She's so cute. And I got these tickets for you. It's like, okay. So, I would love to do it. That's what we're worried about. Just to refresh on some of the news that we've already discussed, Washington spent another day balancing military operations with diplomatic efforts as tensions with Iran remain high. You know what's going on over there, right? Hello, Aaron, good to see you. The oil markets continue reacting to uncertainty in the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. Now, what does this mean to you? If tankers can't move safely, gas gets more expensive, diesel gets more expensive, feed gets more expensive, Groceries get more expensive. That's why folks in West Virginia pay attention to something happening 6,000 miles away. Everything is connected. Lawmakers return to debates over spending, border security, and defense while beginning discussions about filling Graham's empty seat. Whether you lean red or blue, remember Congress works for us, not the other way around. Everybody wants community until somebody asks them to help stack chairs. We've convinced ourselves that community is something that you find. Truth is, community is something that you build. Church potlucks, volunteer fire departments, Little League championships, neighbors helping neighbors. Those things don't happen because everybody agrees. They happen because enough people decide disagreement is a good enough reason to not show up. Like that. Maybe that's what America needs. Less scrolling and more casseroles. I volunteer as tribute. A volunteer firefighter in rural Kentucky spent his day off repairing an elderly widow's porch after hearing she'd nearly fallen through a loose board. He wouldn't accept no money from it. He only asked that somebody help somebody else someday. I'll preach. And the coop check, I need you to walk out there and smell. I know that sounds gross, but I need you to do it for me. If you have chickens, walk out there and smell. Just, if your eyes water, your birds are breathing ammonia every night, and they will get sick and they will die. Fresh bedding and ventilation are cheaper than antibiotics. Trust me on that one. It is a lot less heartache to go ahead and treat them now with a little apple cider vinegar and a little bit of fresh air than to try to bury them later. Here's you some chicken facts. Hens often sing after laying an egg. You've heard of an egg song. Scientists think that it's partly communication. Farmers think it's bragging. But honestly, both can be true. I've laid an egg. I've laid an egg. Both scientifically true and also an announcement. So let you know. Here's you something else from the garden. Pick squash while they're still young. Tomorrow they will be the size of Louisville sluggers if you don't, and the rabbits and the gophers will get to them, and then you'll end up with nothing. Harvest your herbs before noon. Trust me on this. You want to keep that water content up. So harvest your herbs before noon if you're going to use your herbs out of the garden. Deadhead your flowers. Water deeply at the roots. Skip watering if your rain is actually coming this week. And weather forecasters are wrong just often enough to keep us gardeners humble. So just letting you know. Across Appalachia, old general stores are quietly disappearing. Not because folks stopped needing groceries, but because we stopped sitting around the pickle barrel solving the world's problems. Old stores sold flour, but they also sold conversation. You left knowing who got married, whose cow got out, who needed prayer, who had a new youngin', and whether or not rain was coming. Amazon can deliver batteries, but it can't replace that. In country music, a forgotten fact, Loretta Lynn wrote many of her own biggest hits. So did Dolly Parton. So did Merle Haggard. Some of country music's greatest voices were also some of its greatest writers. So songs last longer when they're lived before they're written. Remember that. Songs last longer if they are lived before they are written. Looking at you, Luke Bryan. All right. America the Beautiful. A little something for you today. Today's road trip suggestion. Check out Seneca Rocks, West Virginia. Get there early. Take water. Look around. Then remember, God never accidentally made anything. Just when you're out and about in West Virginia, take a good look. But if you're out by exit 6 on I-64, be aware that they are rerouting you around 60 right now because there is a pothole the size of, well, it's not, their bridge is gone. It's just fell into the river. So you can't get there from here. So if you're coming to West Virginia, make sure they're at Canova. You want to dip under the bridge on 60 and come back out there in Huntington, or else you're just going to be swimming all the way to West Virginia. All right, science without all the nonsense. Here's a new piece of the porch paper that we're going to start working on. Why does thunder rumble? We talked about this. Lightning superheats to 50,000 degrees, and it heats the air so quickly that it explodes outward faster than the speed of sound. The crack is the explosion. The rumble is the echo bouncing off hills, clouds, valleys, and the other like. Nature is louder than we give it credit for. It goes back to that if a tree falls in the woods, no one's around to hear it, does it actually make a noise? Yes, it does. Just letting you know. Also on this day in history, since we're thinking about it, in 1865, the Matterhorn, not the Disney World ride, but the actual mountain, the Matterhorn was climbed for the very first time. 4 climbers died during the descent when the rope snapped. Their triumph was forever mixed with tragedy. History often reminds us that great achievements come with great risk. Or, you know, if you watch Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. But just so you know, In 1865, we scaled the Matterhorn for the very first time. And kids have been throwing up churros at Disney World on a replica ever since. You're right. If you're shopping this week, you need to watch for sales on things like chicken thighs, sweet corn, blueberries, and canning jars as stores clear out their summer inventory. If tomatoes are coming in heavy, it might be a sauce or salsa making kind of weekend. Just make sure that you seal them right so you don't get botulism this winter when you go to crack one of them open. We were talking about our verse of the day earlier. In case you missed it and you're just joining us, it is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because of his compassions we fail not. They are new every morning, and great is thy faithfulness. Lamentations 3:22 and 23. Jeremiah didn't write those words while life was going great. He wrote them while looking over the ruins of Jerusalem. Just to give you a little bit of context, the city was burned, the temple was gone, the people were broken, yet somehow he didn't say, God's mercy used to be pretty good, didn't it? He said it was new that morning. Faith isn't pretending that yesterday didn't hurt, friends. Faith is believing God showed up before the sun did. Before you rush into another day, I want you to look around. Notice the old dog asleep there on the porch. Wave at the mail carrier. Call your mama. Pick the tomato that's finally ripe. Laugh with your spouse. Read a chapter before you read the comments. The world will hand you enough reasons to be angry by lunchtime, but if you go looking for one reason to be grateful before breakfast, your day will be better for it. You'll be surprised how often you find it. That's what we know. It's what I know on this side of the porch today. I've been digging into Matthew this week as far as my Bible study goes, and just realizing that there's 14 generations between Abraham and David, 14 between David and the Babylonian exile, 14 between the exile and Jesus. Does anybody know how many generations it's been since Jesus? I feel like there's a pattern there. Pattern recognition comes in handy. So, in Sarah Beth Terry news, I'm gung-ho on my diet. It is a Monday. I went to the gym today. I walked a mile. I did 3 sets of 30 on the shoulder press. I know. And I did 50 step-ups. I know. And then I went to the tanning bed and the red light therapy. I know. And so I was sitting. Let me tell you something. I love West Virginia. I think it's beautiful. I think the people are nice enough, and, you know, it reminds me enough of Kentucky where I don't get all that homesick. However, y'all are the non-drivenest MFers I've ever seen in my entire life. This is what happened today. Sitting at Planet Fitness, backed into my parking space because my daddy didn't raise no fool. So I'm backed in, having my cigarette after my workout, getting my breath. I always like to just chill for a minute before I get back on the road. And I watched this little tiny Mini Cooper, 2 parking spaces on either side. And then this big gray Dodge Ram decided to cut that corner too quick and took out the whole side trying to get to that parking space. And then to beat all, they backed up and took out the front fender too. Then they drove off. I was like, well, all right. Then I watched 2 people, one from the DMV, one from the Dunham Sports, back square into each other, crack their taillights, and then just drive off. No names, no numbers, no insurance exchanged. Okay. The third instance of me sitting there not even halfway through a Marlboro menthol light, I saw an old man who was struggling on the treadmill next to me, and, you know, it's a no judgment zone, but I was afraid I was going to have to give him a little bit of the mouth-to-mouth there for a minute because he was breathing awful heavy. But he did make it out to his car after his 2-mile walk. Congratulations. And I watched him monkeying with his keys. Went over to a car, monkeying with the keys, hitting the door, monkeying with the keys, hitting the door, monkeying with the keys, hitting with the door. My thought was maybe his battery in his key fob is dead. I thought that very sincerely until I saw a big woman come running out of the Dollar Tree and said, "What are you doing trying to get in my car?" And I was like, he went, "Oh, I drove the truck today." So I watched a hit and run, a fender bender, and almost a grand theft auto, all in one cigarette. That cost me 1 cigarette. And then to beat all, when I went to Tractor Supply a while ago to get feed, I watched somebody take the whole front end out of somebody because they ran the red light. I can understand this if you're on Hospital Drive in Taze Valley because it's a gravel road. It's a gravel road. If you need to take an ambulance to get to the hospital for life-saving treatment, you're going to go on a gravel road that is neither accessible from the interstate nor from traffic because of the gridlock on 34. So if you're going to die soon, don't come to Tays Valley because you'll die before you get there because the ambulance can't get up the gravel road. Meanwhile, we have a $2 million Ferris wheel sitting at the Capitol right now, and Patrick Morrissey still hasn't figured out a shirt that makes him look like he has a neck. If you're in Putnam County, the fair is this week. Tonight is off-key karaoke. That's what it says in the thing. Off-key karaoke. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Oh, karaoke is off-key. It's Japanese for tone deaf. I don't understand it. Why would you pay $15 a head to go watch somebody sing poorly when you won't pay $10 a piece to come watch me sing on pitch? Things that make you go, what? Speaking of shows this weekend, if you do have a little bit of money and a lot of bit of time, you need to get to Hurricane on Friday night. We're going to be there at 6 o'clock at Emery Steakhouse. You know it because it's on the Gravel Hospital Drive. Just make sure you ford the oxen so you can get across the reservoir and none of us die from dysentery before we get there. I swear to God, it's like the Oregon Trail here. There's not even a road crew out. They're just like, they put up a sign that says, rough road. They're aware of it. They're just not going to do nothing about it. They would do something about it if Scott Edwards could have his picture in the paper, but considering that that's the county and not the city, and he probably doesn't have any jurisdiction because everybody that he's hired has 3 or 4 different jobs and they're all double dipping in the city funds, he probably doesn't know who to call to fix the road. That's okay. That's okay. Thank God that I'm trained in field triage. That way, if my husband cuts his arm off with a chainsaw, we can get him to Charleston because you can't get there from here in Tays Valley, even though it's only 8 miles away. I don't want to go on the gravel road. I just got new tires. All right, so now comes to our second favorite part of the night, Fresh Mat Night. I know you're super excited. I'm super excited. Scooting you back a little bit so I can get my crayons out. All right, this is the part of the night where I try to keep up with you and figure out. There would be no pavement in Shauna. It just ain't there. You turn onto Hospital Drive and then you are roughing it. You are 4-wheel driving. You are Brad Paisley on his first single. You're getting a little mud on the tires. You're not going to get there from here. You have a better chance calling 911 before you have getting there because the people that are in the EMTs could probably fix you up before they could get you across the Oregon Trail and the Western Expansion to get to the hospital. Which last time I went to that hospital, they let my husband lay there almost dying for 2 hours before they said, oh, we should work on him. And then they told me to change my attitude or I wouldn't be welcome back at the hospital. And I told them they better change the way they do business or else there wouldn't be no damn hospital. We could just rename Tays Valley Hospital Sarah Beth's big damn waiting room. Don't mess with the woman on menopause when she's short on marijuana. Hello. I identify as a threat. Anyway, hello. Good to see you. All right, now we are here. We are here on the Cigarette Mom map of the day. If you would like to tell us where you're from, we'll mark it on our big map. Sarah's in West Virginia already. Got you, baby girl. I'm not going to color that with pink. We'll get a blue. A real pretty blue, like the color of the West Virginia blue and gold. All right. West Virginia tuning in. All right. We got you, baby. All right. Guthrie, Oklahoma. Hello, Rosetta. Let's get you in here in Oklahoma. I will say, since there's no names on these states, I am learning my geography, or relearning it rather, because out west I don't know a lot about what's going on. And in New England I don't either. But I'm working on it, so just, I didn't have to know where I hadn't been. What's the point? All right, Virginia. Hello, Sharon. Calling in from Virginia. Glad to see you today. Welcome to the porch. Pennsylvania. Hello, Missy up in Pennsylvania. Good to see you today. Let me get you a bright color here. Awesome. Kentucky. Hello, Miss Shirley. How in the world are you? Let's get you some Kentucky blue on this map, shall we? It's not quite as blue as Kentucky, but it's brighter than West Virginia's. But I'm trying, okay? I only have 12 crowns, so I'm doing the best I can. Okay. Oh, another Kentucky. Let's color it in twice. I'm just filling in the edges. All right, North Carolina. Hello from North Carolina. You know I'm going to be performing there on the 22nd day of August in Sapphire at a place called The Fix. So if you don't have your tickets yet, get those now because they will sell out because it's a limited seating event. But I'd love to see you if you are in the Tar Heel State. Joy said there was a road crew that paved over the carcass of a dead deer. Was it in West Virginia? Because I'm sure I saw that happen. Arkansas. Let's get you in here, Arkansas. My mom and dad just drove through Arkansas the other day. They do love Arkansas. All right. Texas. Oh, I got to get my big crown for Texas now. As it's such a big state. Welcome from Texas. Glad to see you. Glad to have you on the porch this evening. I also want to remind you that we have quite a few openings in September. If you want us to come west, we'd love to come to Texas. So find us a place to play. It gives me a chance to see my niece and nephew down there in Louisiana as well. All right. Irving, Kentucky. I know that place very, very well. It's right there. That's from there. Minnesota. What do you say, Carl? Carrie. Sorry, I thought they said Carl. Carrie. My bad. Minnesota. Cameron. My Wi-Fi went out for a second. I had to see what was going on. My chickens are just having it tonight. Excuse me. Minnesota, let me color it in. I was watching a thing about Minnesota last night about the Menominee Indians that were in Wisconsin and Minnesota. It's a really cool program. I enjoyed it. Okay. Arkansas, got you, Brandy. Good to see you on the porch. Eatonton, Georgia. Hello, Teresa. Let's color in Georgia. That ain't scarlet. That looks more like violet red. Whatevs. Whatevs. I don't work at Crayola for a reason. Okay. Ohio. Hello, Christy. How are you? Good to see you. Ohio in the house tonight. Cartersville, Georgia. Shut up, Roxanne. I used to date the police chief's son from Cartersville, Georgia. That was back 20 years ago. But Chief Broden was a nice dude, man. Never pulled me over once, even though I went through there like a bat out of hell. Welcome from Georgia. Good to see you. Mississippi. Hello, Randa. Always glad to have some Mississippi folk on the porch. Glad you're here. South Dakota. We finally got a South Dakota. Welcome, South Dakota. Everybody welcome Dave from South Dakota. I think he might be our first South Dakotan to come on here and say hello. Been to South Dakota, went to Mount Rushmore, thought it was a beautiful state, would love to come back. Book us a gig. Okay. Southeast Kansas. Hey, Amber. We're at in Southeast Kansas. I was raised up in Fort Riley, Aggieville area. That's awesome. I enjoy meeting people from other places. Kansas. Drove through Kansas last July. Enjoyed it very much. Cherokee, Alabama. Hello, Teresa. How in the world are you this evening, girl? We need to get back down to Alabama and see you. It's been too long. We need to get us a gig down there. Looking at you, Alabama. Aaron, let's see, under a rock. I don't have a rock on this man. I need a bigger hand. Nashville, hello, Debbie, tuning in from Nashville. Hey, if you're going to be in Nashville, we're going to be playing in Camden, Tennessee, which is just a little bit outside of Nashville, on the 8th day of August. So those tickets are also on my website, so come see us. Love to have you. Tennessee. Okay. Northern upstate New York, Adirondack Mountains area. Hello, Tammy, glad to have you. My buddy Robinson's from that way, too. He's from the north part of New York, as he says the state, not the city. Because you got to be specific. New York's a lot bigger without that little tiny island. You know, that's the only thing that they usually think about. And I'm like, there's more to it than that. There's a lot more to it. People forget that part. They just look at Manhattan and go, this is all of New York. I'm like, that's barely New York. It's like when they get to Louisville and they think it's Kentucky. We're like, not really. All right, Michigan, hello. We're a national forest in Hill, Michigan. We're glad to have you, Michael. Get you a color out here so we can color you in. Michigan. Always forget to add the Upper Peninsula, too. And I know that's my own fault because I ain't up there. But I got to remember to color both, Sarah Beth, because they're two parts. No one realizes there's a second part. I mean, I'm sure the people that live there do, but those rest of us are like, oh, wait. Got to put the other one in there. Berea, Kentucky. Hello, Tanya. Glad to have you. War Trace, Tennessee. Jonah, glad to see you this evening. Ronnieville, Kentucky. Hello, Natalie. Huntingdon, Pennsylvania. Sorry. Hello, Missy. Georgia, got you. Tennessee, hello, Kim, got you. Arkansas, Rita, got you. Kentucky, Delina, got you. Michigan, Carrie, got you. Indiana, Deborah, we got you. We got you. Coloring them in. Arkansas, hello. Little Georgia, hello, Rachel. Texas, hello, Cheryl, welcome to the porch. Pam is in Tennessee, hello. California, hello, Laurie. Let's get you a different color. That's the first one from that far that way. California, I'm coming home. I love Joni Mitchell. Don't you love Joni Mitchell? Old Joni Mitchell, not new liberal Joni Mitchell. I like the old Joni Mitchell. She's technically now old Joni Mitchell. Old young Joni Mitchell. Whatever. California, hello. Georgia, hello, Brenda. Anita's in Arkansas. Laurie's in SoCal. Got you, baby girl. Apache Junction, Arizona. Hello, Vicky. Welcome to the porch. Let's get Arizona on here. Listen, that screwed me up so bad when we was in Las Vegas. And they said, hey, the Grand Canyon's east here. And I was like, hey, no, it's not. Everybody knows it's out west. And they're like, hey, that's east of here. I'm like, I don't think it is. I had a really hard time with that. Turns out they were right. But I was just like, no, everybody knows that the Grand Canyon's out west. It threw me out. And then my brother's like, I'm flying to Las Vegas. Which side of the plane do I need to sit on to see the Grand Canyon? And I was like, oh, Plinkin. Any of them. It's a Grand Canyon. Holler. Which holler are you from, Cindy? Color it in. Another Georgia. Good to see you, Becca. As always, I recommend you, if you see your state, say hello to that person that said your state, and then you can become friends with them. Power of the porch. Lisa's watching from Louisiana. Louisiana is always one of my favorite places to go. Used to live there. Lisa, wanted to ask you, and I know we're on Facebook, but my mother is coming down to visit in DeRidder, and she wants somebody to take her junking, or maybe to a good yard sale. And automatically I thought, why doesn't Lisa know my mother? So I'm probably going to hook you guys up. That way that she can go junk and you can show her where to go because you know all the great places. Is that okay? Can I give my mom her phone number? Okay. Illinois. Illinois is in the house. I got colored in. I do love Illinois. Land of Lincoln and recreational marijuana. Love it. Not a big fan of Chicago. Too windy for me. But other than that, the rest of the state's fantastic. From Effingham to Cairo and in between. I love it all. Salem included. All right. Georgia. Hello, Danielle. Hello, Cindy in Kentucky. Hello from Illinois. Hello, Sherry. Did you see that Patty Beth is also in Illinois? Sherry and Patty Beth are both in Illinois. Y'all get to hang out. Samantha's a mechanic, Circus, Pennsylvania. Do you know Missy? You Missy need to meet because Missy's also in Pennsylvania. She's in Huntington. Huntington. It has a D in it. Meet. All right. Indiana. Hello, Deborah. Hillsborough, Kentucky. Hello. Got you, Lisa. Arizona. Hello, Sean. We got two from Arizona. Michigan. That's two from Michigan. So glad. Georgia. Vidalia. Home of the good onions. Glad to have you. North Dakota. Hello, Laurie. That means both Dakotas are represented. Fantastic. Never do I have both Dakotas represented. So excited. I just dated a guy from North Dakota. What was his name? Enochson was his last name. God, that's been 20 years ago, but I did remember he was from North Dakota. Kentucky, hello. Shauna was in Minnesota for 25 years. Well, that's awesome. Are you there now? Because otherwise I can't count it. I was in Italy for 2 years. Can't count it. Where your underwear falls right now. That's where I need to know. New York, hello, sir. In New York. Glad to have you. Awful glad to have you. Australia. Hello, Linda. Let's write down Australia because we don't have it on the map. So I'm just going to write it down. Australia. We have a good friend named Carrie Ann in Australia. Maybe y'all can meet up. Who knows? Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Duluth, Minnesota. Hello, Jennifer. Minnesota. My friend Evie's from Minnesota. I like the way she talks. She likes the way I talk, so we don't offend each other. Minnesota. All right. What else we got in here? Hello, Leona Sue. Oklahoma says, hi, Travis. Milton, West Virginia. Hi, Angie. Why haven't we met in real life? I want to go junk. You want to go junk? I want to go to that little Magnolia place that's there in Milton, and I want to go to that plus-size consignment store, and I want to go to the Goodwill, and then I want to go out there to Kim's Greenhouse, and then I want to go to Blanco, and then if we have time, I want to go out there to the flea market. So if you want to go, let me know. Shalisa's in Florida. Hello, we're in Florida. You at? Because we'll be down there in October for about 2 weeks, so make sure you come see us. We'll be near Destin and Perry, Florida, or so probably somewhere in the middle if somebody books us in between, but we are going to Florida in October, so get on my website and get your tickets. Northwest Florida back. Okay, wait. Shalisa and Brittany, both in Florida. Talk amongst themselves. Might become friends. Iowa. We don't ever get Iowa. Okay, Iowa. I'm sorry, get excited. Get excited about the states that we have never had before. Or don't get them often, you know. And Iowa's a good-sized state. They kind of leave y'all out of stuff. It makes me upset. All right. Hello, Sherry in Kansas. Hello, Marty's. And, well, we already said that. Angela's in New Mexico. That's a whole different color. Get to color in New Mexico for maybe the first time ever. Guys, we're almost filling out the map. I'm telling you, I'm going to show you here in a second. We've almost got the entire country covered in Cigarette Mom porch dwellers. And it makes me so excited. Makes me so excited. I mean, look how much of the map we're filling in. Kansas. A lot from Georgia, Becca. So you should start a SBT porch in Georgia. That's it. It can be the prerequisite. Do you watch Sarah Beth? And they'll be like, yep. Okay, we're going to meet the Cracker Barrel. All right. Jonesboro, Arkansas. Hello, Glenna. You saw a picture earlier with G-Dub. What was going on with G-Dub, Lisa? Was I with her? Hard to tell. Katrina's in DeRidder. You know how much I love DeRidder. You know. Have you went and checked on Dylan and Nellie? Go check on them. Go see the babies. Tell them I said hi. Arkansas. Hello. Dave lives on the other side of Minnesota. Well, good. You could just cover the whole state. Chad's in South Dakota. Another South Dakota. That's exciting. It's very, very exciting. Welcome to all the new porch dwellers. Hello, Deb Carter. Dame, you and Gary better be there Saturday night because we're going to be at Bobby G's and we're playing on the new porch. If it don't rain, so get real excited. I love Deb and Gary. I do. Upstate New York. Hello, Sarah and Marie. Good to see you. Rochester. Liz. Liz and Sarah both in New York. Discuss. Jennifer, I was in Irvin until they ran me out on the reel and told me that I would never be anything as a country music singer or songwriter. That's funny. Oh, it cracks me up. I wonder why they don't ask me back. North Carolina. Hello, Amanda. Are you coming to my show in August? It's on my website. They're RSVP now. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hello, Leanne. Middle Tennessee, east of Nashville. Angela, we're going to be in Middle Tennessee, west of Nashville in August, so make sure you come and see us. Donna's just north of Wright Brothers Air Force Base, and the new Buc-ee's. Fantastic. Fantastic. I couldn't talk for a second. Fantastic. Having some kind of stroke. Okay. Northern Indiana. Hello. Got you. Well, duly noted. Melissa's in Kentucky. See, y'all are making friends. Make friends. Oh, so excited. Omaha, Nebraska. That's the first Nebraska we got. Hello. Welcome, Cornhusker. Glad to see you. Coloring you in right now. Coloring you green because I know you don't get to see a lot of that color. I've been through Nebraska. I went through the National Forest of Nebraska. It had one tree in it. I was like, this is a joke, right? No, this is it. This is the National Forest of Nebraska. I was like, okay. You say so. Winchester, Illinois, hello. Northeast Arkansas, good to see you. Lafayette, Louisiana. Lori, my friend Lisa's on here from DeRidder, Leesville area. So Lafayette's not too awful far. Just cut across 20 and y'all can hang out. Chad's in South Dakota. Brenda's in Texas. Nana Jan is in Ashland, Kentucky. They just had a hell of a party this weekend with the Rock Country. Barboursville, West Virginia. Gina, that's my favorite Goodwill. Of all the Goodwills I have found in West Virginia, the one in Barboursville, West Virginia, is my favorite. Right there on 60, if you get between exits 15 and 20, and get on 60. It's right there on the right-hand side. It's right by Honey Baked Ham. It's one of my favorites. They have great stuff, and they have a cute little guy that works the front door, and he's always so sweet, and he's legally blind, and he always tells me what color of the week is and tells me I have a blessed week. I love him. I love him. So anyway, Gina, anytime you want to go, send me a text. We'll go. Looky there. Michelle is making friends in Arkansas. Chad's making friends in South Dakota. Southern Illinois. I know, Leanna Sue. I like Southern Illinois. Salem. That little area. I like it quite a bit. Quite a bit. We cut up through there a lot. Up on 59. But anyway. Winchester, Illinois. Do you need extra crowns? Not yet. I got them in my Mother Mary. And then when they run out, I get more. But a 64-pack won't fit in my Mother Mary. Mother Mary can only carry 24 colors at a time. It's a downfall of her breed. South Carolina. No, I didn't see it, Sherry, but now I did. We got color yet. Not that color, sir. What haven't we done in a minute? Blue. Let's do blue. South Kakalaki. We now have the entire South represented. We need Missouri. Look at how many people we are touching with the porch. With the porch. I hate to say touching people because then everybody gets all squirrely. North Carolina, Illinois on a boat. I'm on a boat. Burns in South Kakalaki, hello. I love this. I love that y'all are making friends. St. Albans. I was just there the other day. Y'all have a good Goodwill too. It's not as good as Barboursville, but it's still pretty good. Missouri, Cindy, finally somebody from the Show Me State. I was beginning to wonder if anybody was going to show up from the Show Me State. I was like, there's nobody here. Nobody here from the Show Me State. But now you are, because Missouri loves company. I know, shut up. It was a cute pun. All right. I got New Mexico and Australia ready. I'm paying attention. Thank you. Pennsylvania, Michelle, have you met Missy? She's also in Pennsylvania. Paved Paradise and put up a parking lot. Yes, I know Johnny Mitchell said it first and then Uncle Cracker did. Still true. Don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. Paved Paradise and put up a parking lot. All right, Maryland. Crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does. All right, good to have you. Wisconsin. Finally get to color it in. You know how excited I get about get to use all my new crowns? It's like the first day of school. I do love Wisconsin. I like your spotted cow and squeaky cheese. I do indeed. Love going up there. All right. Patty Beth Morgan is floating on the Ohio River cooking on the barges. My goodness, what a fun job. Katrina's in DeRidder. I know where you are, Katrina. I know where you live. That would be creepy if it wasn't us. I miss Washington State. You're right, I did. Hello, Darla, all the way from New York. Good to see you. Let's get Washington the state on here. Listen, I've been hearing rumors that y'all got some weird stuff going up there by the mountains and the volcanoes. Is Rainier making all that noise? Or how do you pronounce it? They said it was making the noises like we might have a volcano. But I don't know. I don't know what sounds you'd even listen to. Lisa, see? Okay, I'm going to give Mom your phone and bring you go jump. Did I get Montana? No, Amanda, I didn't, but I will now. Montana. Going to use my yellow crown because it's already out. Did you see that Dandelion is back? They brought it back. That little girl on TikTok, it was her favorite crown, and she made a big deal about it, and she did a big TikTok about it for like 3 years, and they finally took it out of retirement. So congratulations. Been a big year for Dandelion. Got an Ella Langley album, got a new color in the crown box. I mean, just big year for dandelions. All right, South Carolina. Hello, Helen. Welcome. Hello from New York, Carissa. Houston, Texas, Brenda. Good to see you. Dalton, Georgia. Becca's tuning in. Carla's in North Carolina. Hi, Carla. Are you coming back in August to the show? I think Cindy's coming. If I can get Jen to come up from Georgia, we can just have a little fixed reunion. That's about 2 hours from you, Samantha. Well, then there's absolutely no reason not to see you at that show. You waited longer in traffic. Okay. Helen's in Elgin, South Carolina. Omaha, Nebraska. Hello, Lawrence. Thank you for liking my dress. Got it at the Goodwill. Born in Taylorsville, Illinois. Good to see you. We need to head east. Connecticut. Connecticut. I ain't got a Connecticut yet. That's a lot of words at one time. Connecticut. Now, you got to remember, Connecticut, it's not Rhode Island. It's one beside it. Right under Massachusetts, right above New York. So there you are. Found you. I know where you are. Huntingdon. See, Missy? I knew it had a D in it. Molly's in South Kakalaki. Hello. Charlotte, North Carolina. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Chad. Patty Beth is awesome. She's floating through on a towboat. What a cool job. Left a good job in the city. Sorry, couldn't help it. Working for the man every night and day. That's what I'm going to be singing every time I see Patty Beth pop up on here. Sorry. It's a thing. Okay. Rockland, Tennessee. Hello, Sherry. Panther, West Virginia. Good to see you. Hello from Ohio. Indiana's a really long state. That's what she said. Tallahassee. Hello, Shalisa. Evansville. Hello, Indiana. Hello, Omaha. Let me know if the Milton Flea Market has goats. I didn't know they had goats, but I'll keep my eye out. That's a new thing. Wisconsin, Tennessee. Several in the house from North Carolina on the porch. Make sure you make friends. Anybody in Western New York, Darla, ask. Hello from Virginia. Got you down. Thank you for being here. Inez, Kentucky, Carolyn. Can't wait to see you on the first day of August. Northern Missouri. Hello, Cindy. They're all 4.5 hours from you. Well, then Becca, get me a gig near you. Have a house concert. Have a porch party. Everybody put 20 bucks in a hat and make a cheese ball. I'll be there by dark. Any leads in Central North Carolina for August? Not for August. August is booked solid, but we can try for September. So I'm going to have Sean get on there and look at those places that you sent us. Carissa, talking to Darla. There's our New York people. Heather in Indiana. I'm invited to your back porch in Fairmont, West Virginia. Well, send me the details, sis. Dandridge, Tennessee. Hello, Kristen. Glad to have you. Lawrence is in Omaha. Michelle's in Western Oklahoma. Sarah is in Virginia. Rita's hollering from Yaleville. She's yelling from Yaleville. Did you get to see that my friends Taylor and Trey, Twitty and Lynn, were in Yaleville just the other day? I hope you got to see their show, and if not, I hope you'll see them the next time they come through. Camden, Tennessee is in West Tennessee. Well, ish. We're not in Memphis. It's between Nashville and Memphis. So, therefore, I know where it's at. I've been there. Hello from Calhoun, Georgia. Playing there. South Carolina. Hello, Shannon. Oh my goodness, today is Tammy's mother-in-law's 90th birthday. Mazel tov, many happy returns. Hello from Central Ohio. Clay City, Illinois is on the porch. Hey, Tiffany. Chesapeake, Ohio. Northeast Ohio. Okay, Christy and Stacy, have y'all met? And do you know each other because you're both in Ohio? Oh, I love that. Brandy's meeting her new neighbors on the porch for SIG in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Been through there, love it. Keokuk, Illinois. Is that how you pronounce that? Whoop, whoop. Love it. Massachusetts. Hello, Holly. Hang on, we got color in a new state. The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America. The spirit of the red water place. Okay. Oregon's here. Hello, Oregon. We were just talking about the trail that we all took in 5th grade to get to you. Some of us made it. Some of us didn't ford the river in time. Some of us died from dysentery. But good to know that you made it. You are there or gone. All right. Burke Burnett, Texas. Hello, Missouri. Southern Illinois. I love Salem, Illinois, man. Have you ever been up there to the Iron Saddle rodeo place? The Landers place? It's awesome. Go watch a rodeo there sometime. Tell Beth I sent you. Sally O'Callahan is in Australia. That's 2 of y'all watching. Now you have 2 marks. Huh. I don't know how I got in your feet either, but I'm glad to have you. I know it's wintertime over there. I know it's probably early in the morning. Wait. If you're in Australia, that means it's 9:34 in the morning. Am I right? It's Tuesday morning in Australia. Florida, hello. Angie, how are you, baby girl? I was just thinking about you the other day. I found pictures of your hat. Terry's on vacation in Topsail, North Carolina. Oh, won't you brag? Glad you took us with you on vacation, though. Always good to have a little porch time when you're on the beach. Oregon is here. Tennessee is here. Patty Beth, you can meet so many friends. Seems like you've got a porch dweller in every port. Crayola's got a sale going on. Thanks, Becca. I went to Five Below the other day, and they were not $5 Below. They were $6. I was like, this is a lie. Manor, Texas, Missouri, Wilmington, Ohio's in the house. Deborah said we have a couple of good Goodwills, so don't threaten me with a good time. Did I see Massachusetts? Yes, Carol, I did, and I colored it in. I did see Northern Upstate New York, colored it in. Yes, you can start a group chat. We have a Hive chat. Y'all can get in there, and we'll do that this evening. That'd be fun. We'll get in the chat and be like, New York, get on this thread. Missouri, get on this thread. Wisconsin, get on this. Kentucky, get on this thread. Hello, Donna. Waving at you. Sarah's on the river. Denise is in Oregon. Carissa's near Syracuse. Oh, I love this. The power of the porch. The power of the porch. I do have Oregon on here. I have Wichita, Kansas. Thank you, Charlie. Yes, Reed, I saw Oregon. Thank you so much. San Antonio, home of the Riverwalk. Glad to have you. Elgin, South Carolina. So excited to see you. Donna's asking if there's any Jersey peeps in there. Do we have any Jersey peeps at all? We haven't colored it in yet. So excited. That is so fun. Joyce was born in Washington Courthouse. I have played many time in Circleville, which ain't too far, at the Pumpkin Festival, so it's good to see you. Ding Dong calling Avon, Ohio. That's awesome. Weatherford, Texas. Good to see you. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Montana's there. Where am I playing? In Camden, Tennessee in August at the Songbird Working Man's Retreat, the campground there. And that show's going to be on August the 8th. And Erica Nicole's opening for me. So those tickets are for sale on my website. So if you want one, get one. Sally, you are stronger than I am. I went almost 9 minutes without a smoke, and I'm about to go out of my head. Hello from Lake City, Florida. Well, hello, Teresa. Good to see you. Hello, Donna's in Arkansas. I got Montana. Amanda, thank you so much for being here. Tampa, Florida. Oh, yeah, I want to go thrifting in Florida. I mean, those Goodwills are the size of Walmarts. Roanoke, Arkansas. Hello, Donna. Front porch sitting in Kentucky. Hey, Josh Michael Bogart, if you don't follow him. Talk about a hell of a singer and songwriter and a good artist. We have not done a show together yet. And I'm looking at you, Josh. What's up with that? Darla's in Clymer. So, you know, if you're looking for her, there she is. Fredericksburg, Virginia. Thank you, Jennifer, for sending our love to New Mexico and getting them to watch. Do I have any shows in Kansas City? Not yet, but get me one, Cindy, and we'd love to come. Linda's on the porch in Louisville. Hello, Louisville. Good to see you. Back porch. Every day is 420. Oh, I'm excited, Lisa. We'll have to meet up. Missville, Virginia. Hello. How much does it cost to subscribe? I think it's like $3. Like less than a cup of coffee. And every single dime that you spend on subscriptions and things like that, buying merch, literally goes to buying feed for all of those chickens out there in the backyard. So, because of viewers like you, I can eat farm fresh eggs and piss off my husband every day. Thank you. Carol's neighbor turned 100. Happy birthday, Oeda Cyrus. 100 years, imagine. Being born in 1926. My goodness. Charlotte's from Northwest Tennessee, but was born and raised in Ashland, Kentucky. Don't say that too loud. Columbia, Mississippi. Good to see you. Carolyn, we'd be glad to. We're going to pray for Ethan Owen. We're going to do that right now. Lord, please be with our friend Ethan Owen as you put your healing hand on him in this tragedy. Lord, just bring the people of the porch together to hear our cry. Lord, you said, where two or more are gathered there, so shall you be. And we're asking for healing and for comfort for Ethan, and to put your hand upon him and his family. And just, Lord, you take care of him. We know that you know the need, and we know that you've got this under control. And Lord, we trust your ultimate plan. Just put your hand on that family, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. All right, if I'm going to pray for somebody, we'll do it right then or else I forget. Caroline's house is for sale in Pensacola, Florida. Send us the info. Hell, nobody, somebody might want it. Garfield, Georgia, welcome back. Kentucky Linda's here. Savannah. I just wrote a book Sarah just read a book called The Savannah Purchase by Jane Aiken Hodges, which is a turn-of-the-century novel about Savannah. But you talk about cool. I love literature about Savannah. I've never been there. I've read Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil 4 times, and I just read Savannah Purchase. We'll go. Can I come? Will you give me a show? West Monroe, Louisiana. Dana, better late than pregnant. We're glad that you're here. Hello, Louise. Welcome from Georgia. I got Montana. Thank you so much, Amanda. Did I see D.C.? No, I did not. Somebody tuning in from the nation's capital, and I didn't even get to color it in. I have to color a different color. This is a little bitty blue dot right there beside Maryland. Okay, found it. Got it. Good. Check out Boots in the Bin, and we can hit a Goodwill. Okay, Deb, I'm on it. Hello from Decatur, Texas. Good to see you, Tiffany. Welcome. I didn't have Jersey, Donna. Thank you so much. Now we do. Now we have New Jersey. So excited. We came back in Delaware. How's Leonard? Leonard's great. He's not liking all the new babies hollering at him all the time because he's just a hair bigger than they are. So I think he's getting a little threatened. But Tennessee, hello, Krista. Greenup, Kentucky show. I'm telling you, Christy, I'm so... Oh, Christy, thank you, by the way. Christy sent me the cutest little things for my porch the other day. I got one that says, there's always time to sit on the porch, and I got a garden sign that says, into the garden I go to lose my mind and find my soul. I appreciate those very much. I haven't had a chance to send you a thank you card yet, but in front of God and everybody here on the porch, thank you. That was a really awesome thing to get the other day for fan mail, and I was having a really bad day, and you made it better, so thank you so, so much. And I'm glad that you're excited about the Greenup show, because I'm really excited about it, too. Michigan, hello, Dorothy. Bill's here, late from Ohio. Well, better late than ugly. Middle Tennessee is here. South Mississippi is here. From a little river town in Dayton, Kentucky. Hello, Sharon. Glad to have you. Port Sanilac, Michigan, hello. Patty Beth doesn't have a porch on the boat, but you got a deck. Right? Wherever you can go and enjoy a little fresh air, it's fine with us. Even if you have to crack a window and spray yourself down with Lysol, we don't judge. We do a little bit, but not a lot, you know. Thank you for praying for Ethan. Y'all are awesome. Thank you all for being part of it. Amanda's husband is finally home from the hospital after 2.5 weeks from heart failure. My goodness. So happy that he's home and on the mend. Praise God. We love praise reports as well. Sykes, Louisiana. Hello, Margaret. Okay, if anybody's looking for a house in Pensacola, 8113 Monticello Drive in Pensacola, Florida is priced to sell at $225,000. How many beds and baths you got, Carolyn? Are you sitting on any acreage? Because I know they're going to ask. Sharon's in Alexandria. Want to come back? I haven't been to Alexandria in so long. Oh, I love it. I love traveling through there. I love the history. I love going and seeing everything. So get me a gig, Sharon. Hello. Clover, South Kakalaka. Good to see you. Are you from California? Are you talking to me? No, I'm from Kentucky. I know that the accent probably gave it away. It would seem I am from Los Angeles. Los Angeles. But I'm from Kentucky. Checking in from South Texas. Lord, I bet it's hot down there. Do you remember the name of Blanco before it was Blanco? Was it West Virginia Glass or something? I don't remember. I don't know. I wasn't here then. I'm just learning about them. I've got some pieces. I've been to the factory a couple times, but I need to look that up. Southeastern Oklahoma. Hello, Debbie Lynn. Hello, Sue Ann in Pennsylvania. You need to meet Missy. She's also in Pennsylvania. David's in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Hello. Carolyn, thanks for saying. Carter, come say hi from Delaware. I love that y'all call people in other states. Butler, Pennsylvania. Oh, wow. Haven't heard that name in a while. Look here. Look. You see the problem with this map? We are not getting to this bunch. We are not getting to this bunch of people. There's this bunch of people out here in Colorado and Utah and Wyoming and Nevada and Idaho. They don't know about Sarah Beth Terry. What are we doing? Oh, Carolina has 3 beds, 2 bath, and a third of an acre lot. Price to sell $225,000. Get on in there and check it out. Oh, well, thanks, Anita. Deborah, thank you for telling me about Boots in the Band. I thought that you were just making up some kind of cool club I wanted to be a part of. Hello from Minnesota. Do I come north? Yes. Find me a show. We will hit the road. We have a map and a car to get us there. Thanks, Sharon. Oh, and my husband just put the link to my tour dates, so there it is. New Brunswick, Canada. Get to pick Canada on here. Oh, Canada. Can I just say something about y'all? And I mean it with all the love in my heart. Them all-dressed potato chips are for real. They're for real. They're my favorites. And I tell you what else I like. That poutine stuff. Why did no one tell us that that was an option to have French fries and egg and gravy at the same time? Y'all been hiding shit from us up there in Canada. Y'all need to start telling some secrets. I know that we took Shania Twain and Ryan Reynolds from you, but you should forgive us for that because we've taken up curling and we really like your tater chips. I'm just saying. We're glad to have you, Aaron. Melissa, where do you live? And you should copy that exact comment and send it to your state legislature or send it to your representative so that way that they know that there's people in their state that need it for things other than eating Cheetos and watching Adult Swim. And we're not all dodging the draft because it's 50 years past Vietnam. All right. Oh, well, hello, Anita. I know my map needs to go further north. I need a world map. You're up here. We're in the smile. Here's it there. Canada. America's top hat. Hello, Pennsylvania friends. Hello, Indiana, Nebraska. Rockcastle, Kentucky. Cynthia's like, I'm kidding. My friends from Colorado. Oh, and Bill is too. Like, if you're in Colorado, get the hell on the porch. Girl, you had to travel to the USA to get Humpty Dumpty all-dressed chips. They're the best. Are they not? They're the best. I love those. If you've not tried Lay's all-dressed potato chips, get them. My favorite. Hello from New Mexico. Mayor Robert. Are you the mayor of someplace in New Mexico? Can I get a key to the city? Can I be in the parade? Can I be a grand marshal of somebody's parade just one time? Just one time to be like in the grand marshal of the, Footstool New Mexico parade is country singer Sarah Beth Terry. Oh, I could throw candy at children. It'd be great. Okay, hello from northern Minnesota. Your aunt was watching from Oklahoma. Tell her I said thanks, Amy. I love it. There is Louisiana on my map. There it is. Lisa was the first one to pop in, and then Katrina. So, you got friends in Louisiana. Say hello. Van Leer. Susie, I will be in Van Leer August. Well, I'll be in Inez, which is not too far from Van Leer. So, come and see us on August the 1st. Oh, Rita, can you use some prayers? Was diagnosed with mediastinum. My goodness. All right, well. All right, porch, you know what we say. We get a prayer request, we're going to do it right then. Lord, we come to you again here on the porch of Sigmund to lift up our friend Rita. We know that she's worried about her new diagnosis, Lord. We know that you have your hand on her. We know that you've got all the plan in the world for her, Lord, and that you have a divine mission that we don't yet see. Lord, just give her comfort, give her healing, give her peace. Give her the comfort of the porch, the comfort of your love, and let her know that she is surrounded by people that are lifting her up, Lord, that are taking care of our own, that are reaching out and loving each other. Lord, just show us how to light the way for other people and bless our friend Rita and just put your healing hand on her. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, moving on. Rita, we always pray when we say we're going to. Hello from Edmondson County. Hello, Stacy. Good to see you. You're temporarily in Georgia, but from Arizona. Well, if you're temporarily in Georgia, I need you to go down to the Speedway, and I need you to ask for a guy named Buck. Tell him that you want a half a pound of a hamburger meat. He'll know what you mean. He'll know what you mean. And then you got to meet him out back by the dumpster. Bring cash. I'm just kidding. That's it. There's a joke. Okay, I'm on the map. Come out and be a grand marshal in New Mexico. Please send me the information, Robert. I would love that. Let me do a concert in New Mexico. be so fun. Alabama. No, this isn't the replay. You're right here in the middle of it, Melissa. Good to see you. Have I compared the other maps to tonight's map? Yeah, we keep filling up. The Northeast and the West is not doing too hot with SBT, but I think that's because of my my accent. So, this is where we are on the map. If we know anybody in Alaska, Hawaii, Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, Idaho, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, or Delaware. Gloria, I'll look forward to that message. So, the porch is very big. Screenshot. Screenshot. Screenshot and flip it. Do we know anybody in the states that we haven't colored in? Do you know anybody in those states? Bring them to the porch. Look at that, babe. That's like the most we filled in ever. We have decided that we need to go tour in this area because they don't know what's out there. Maybe if I could plant a flag on Devil's Tower. Connecticut! Shut up. So excited. Got you. Got you. Connecticut. Connecticut. Got you. Maine! We got a Maine. See? I was going to put the map away and pick up the guitar, but then y'all are like, wait! There's more. It's like Billy Mays. But wait a minute. I hear Bill. Bill's like, color in Maine. Color in Maine. I got you. I got you. Crown does sound like Crown. It is a very Mormon area out west. They might not like me out there. Then again, they might. I don't know. See? Now, New England's catching up. Chris is currently in Utah. Well, what took you so long to say something, Chris? Lord. Here we've been fussing about Utah. And there was somebody here that just giving you grief. And the cheese stands alone. Poor Utah. All by itself. New Mexico is recreational. Okay, well, you asked me to be a grand marshal of a parade and get me a show and you tell me there's weed. I'm on the way. I know how to get to New Mexico. You just get on 40. Just keep going. Till it runs out. New Mexico. Oh my goodness. 2 from Maine on here now, and they're sending an invite to the Alaskan Avenger. Are you telling me that we might have somebody that's not in the continental United States right now? Because that would be really awesome. Rita sharing with her friends in Nevada. Nevada. I say Nevada. You say Nevada. I say Nevada. Let's call the whole thing off. Who's in Pikes Peak? Joyce. Hello from upstate New York, Oswego. Hello, Allison. Got some people here from the Adirondacks as well. Converse. Talk amongst ourselves. Bonnie's in Kansas. Hello. I love this. We are so close to filling out the map. See, the out west, we're gonna have to go out there and we're gonna have to Jehovah's Witness it a little bit. We're gonna have to go door to door and meet people and be like, do you have a minute or two to talk about Sarah Beth's music? Have you heard the good news about Sarah Beth's music? Can we leave you some literature about Sarah Beth's music? I'm just saying, they're doing it door at a time. Them little Mormons got bicycles. They're mobile. What if we just gave them a stack full of cigarette mom stickers and be like, while you're out? Just saying. It could work. The West has amazing weed. Well, that's what they keep saying. But the East is doing all right, too. Thank you, by the way, to the person that has not revealed themselves. My goodness, that sent me a big bottle of Willie's Reserve. Willie's Reserve? We got it in the mail. And it was incredible. So thank you. All right. We'll get back to the map in a second. I wrote a new song yesterday, and I'll tell you where it came from.
Do you mind scooting your chair back just a... Yep.
There we go.
That way. Yep.
I'm going to hit that there.
Okay.
Angela, it was really good. the Willie's Reserve, we had the black bottle, which isn't the strongest, I don't think, of the two.
We had it was 10 milligrams.
10 milligrams of THC per serving. So, that's fine. But it was really good. It kind of tastes like that.
Fresca.
It tastes like a Fresco, or I thought it tastes like that Bomb Pop Liquid IV stuff. Is what I thought it tasted like. You can't taste, sometimes when it's THC infused, you kind of get that. Like when you eat a protein bar that's not that good, it's more like gritty than it is good. This wasn't. This was a very pleasant experience. Amy's cousin's in Qatar. I will add it. Thank you for telling me. Anyway, a couple years back when I started dating Sean, before he made an honest woman out of me, we was living in sin. We was living in a camper. We were living in sin. We was living in small. It was very small. But at the time, we were kind of having a little go-around with his ex-wife, who is still in town. She still lives around here. And I keep waiting. I wrote a song called Better Leave Town, thinking that maybe she'd get it, but she didn't. But her cousin became a fan, so Holly, good to see you. Holly Lance, glad to have her on the porch. Like, we're going to come up to Elkins and do a show. I'll do it in your backyard. Invite her. I don't care. I'm using her Crocs cash or her Coats cash to buy Crocs. I don't give a shit. Anyway, so, and tell her that she needs to start shopping at Kroger more, because she had hardly any points the other day when I filled up my card.
She's actually nice.
I know Holly's nice. Yeah, I wouldn't know. We're going to talk about Holly. Holly's cool. But anyway, so the other day I'm at the Sheets and I see her car pull up and I was like, not today, Lord. Not today, not today, not today, not today. And then I looked over and it wasn't. And I thought, oh, well, I guess this town ain't that small. So I wrote a song about it. I come home and I come running into the house. And Sean's like, what are you doing? I was like, shh. He's like, what are you doing? Shh, shh. And I grabbed my guitar and just went right back out to the porch. So this is the song. Finally acclimated. I thought I'd run into her all the time. There's 8 miles in between these county lines, but so far I've dodged the ball. I guess this town ain't that small. She left him, but she didn't really leave. And after all this time, I can't believe there ain't been some sort of brawl. I guess this town ain't that small. I'm sure I'd see her at the corner store, forced to pour some small talk about how we have the same last name. I'm the new and she's the old, but if the truth is being old, that just makes her easy to blame. She could have moved back home with all her kin and never have to see my face again, but we don't cross our paths at all. I guess this town ain't that small. I've been to every place she'd probably go. Burned a tank of gas on country roads, not even one wrong bathroom stall. I guess this town ain't that small. Sure, I'd see her at the corner store, forced to pour some small talk about how we have the same last name. I'm the new and she's the old, but if the truth is being told, that just makes her easy to blame. She could have moved back home with all her kin and never have to see my face I wish she'd move back home with all her kin, and she'd never have to see my face again. She don't cross my path at all. I guess this town ain't that small. She's yet to cross my path at all. Yeah, I guess this town ain't that small. Brand new. I wrote it yesterday. So it's not on iTunes yet. It's not even recorded yet. There it is. That's the only time it's ever been played. Thank you. You want to hear some more shit? I mean, we're here. My guitar's out. I'll play you one that is available on iTunes. Speaking of South Dakota, I got this there. I did. Proof. Proof that I have been there. Even though it was made in China, I bought it at the Mount Rushmore gift shop. So, anyway. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. I wanted to share it with you. Oh my gosh, Katrina, you're digging way back in the archives. Yes, I'll get to that one. All right, here we go. I got up this morning 'cause the good Lord made it so. Don't know how many tomorrows I have before I go. So I thank the Lord above for the air in my lungs. The sun came through the window and that only pissed me off. First sound I made sure wouldn't graze, but the two-packet there kinda called. I thought well to myself, hell, this ought to be fun. I can't open my mouth without a grumble or cuss. I can't get through the mud without a fight or a fuss. All them four-letter words, they come out one by one. Looks like the devil's got my tongue. Well, Kentucky has my heart, Jesus has my soul. The man I love, he has my word, but the devil that he knows is a tempest and a taker. If she gets up on the wrong side of the bed, blame it on the sunrise. I swear I woke up tired. Since then I've been fighting damn near everything with fire, trying to keep my temper, oh, so I don't lose my head. I can't open my mouth without a grumble or cuss. I can't get through the mud without a fight or a fuss. All them four-letter words that come out one by one. Looks like the devil's got my tongue. Oh, fuck. gotta watch my mouth. Then a straw will break the camel's back, and then the whole damn day goes south. Blame it on my back roots. Oh, but I can't help myself. I can't open my mouth without a grumble and cuss. I can't get through the mud without a fight or a fuss. And all them four-letter words, they come out one by one. Looks like the devil's got my tongue. And all them four-letter words keep coming one by one. Looks like the devil's got my tongue. You know the days where you should have just stayed in bed because everything's went to shit? Hell far. That one's on iTunes. And I make a tenth of a penny every time you listen to it. So put it on repeat and click it one above volume, and that goes all night long, and that will make me almost 4 cents. So appreciate you. I gotta write down my request line here. I got a couple I need to get to. Hell's bells. I gotta write it down. Gotta write it down and forget. I gotta do Hey Missouri. I gotta do Send Me. I gotta do Tree. I gotta do Can't Get Enough. You are from the archive era. You are from the pre-B. You were from BC, Sarah. That's before COVID, Sarah. That's what my life is split into BC and AD, which is BC is before COVID and AD is after the divorce. So that's how my timeline rolls now. I should do Hey Missouri. I ain't done that one in... When did I live in Louisiana? I actually got to look at the words. It's been that long. I know. I'm cheating on my own songs. But it's alright. Capital A, Lord. Now you're digging way back. I've written better songs since then. Even though me and Vince Martin did a good job on that one. For Katrina from the archives from, oh my Lord, 10 years ago? Maybe longer. But we'll see if I can get there. I've been having my share of bad days here lately, and it makes me wanna down a bottle of Crown. But nobody likes to drink alone. That's why I called you to see if you're home. I'm miserable, it's true. Maybe so are you. Hey, Missouri, do you want company? I'm in your neck of the woods. Don't you think it'd do us good to pour us a drink? What do you say? our fair share of battle scars. Well, you're suffering with those St. Louis blues. Well, this blue Kentucky girl is too. Once everything's been said, why don't we put the spade to bed? Hey, Missouri, if you want company, I'm in your neck of the woods. And don't you think it'd do us good to pour us a drink? What do you say? Get drunk and drown to stay away. Hey, Missouri, if you want company, you can say what you will, but we both know how it feels. Maybe two broken hearts can make one whole. There's just one way to know. Oh, Missouri, if you want company, I'm in your neck of the woods. Don't you think it'd do us good to pour us a drink? What do you say? Get drunk and drown to stay away. Hey, Missouri, you want company. Hey, Missouri, you want company. I have a bad feeling I'm going to change that bomb string before Friday night. Oh my goodness, Amy. Yes, put it on the list right now. If you haven't checked out my music on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere else, get on there and check it out. You never know, you might find something that you like. I'm not just running my mouth on the porch, believe it or not. I have on a skirt, but I also have on shorts, so don't think that you're looking at my whisker biscuit, because you ain't. Everything's fine. Somebody said, whiskey. Wrote this one about 10 years ago with my buddy Anthony Smith, and Craig Morgan decided to put it out, and we're thankful for it. I was the only girl on the entire album. The only girl writer on that entire album. So, yay for the girls. That was also the same year I got nominated for a Dove Award for writing a song about Jesus for the Gaithers. So, it helps to be well-rounded. I hate the taste of whiskey 'cause it burns and it don't get me drunk enough. Drown out the sound of her walking out or the click of a suitcase closing shut. Now I don't look at pictures, all it does is make me miss her every day. I hate the taste of whiskey, but I drink it anyway. It runs like a river through my veins, kills a little, wrecks my brain, makes me numb, but I'm still feeling pain. So I pour and pour and pour some more for me, and a bottle hit the floor. Another shot in the dark won't stop this heartache. I hate the taste of whiskey, Fear drops in my coffee, falling like a melancholy kind of rain. I'm sinking like a snowman. I'm stoned like I'm high on her cocaine. Is it her or the bourbon's got me hungover, hurting? I can't say. I hate the taste of whiskey, but I drink it anyway. Runs like a river through my veins, kills my liver, wrecks my brain, makes me numb, but I still feel pain. So I pour and pour and pour some more to me, and the bottle with the floor. Another shot in the dark won't stop this order. I hate the taste of whiskey, but I drink it anyway. Lord, I hate the taste of whiskey, but I drink it anyway. Today, wrote that one for Craig Morgan. I got time for a couple more before I'm gonna get off here and go see what we got for supper, because I haven't had any yet. And I probably should eat something. I would say it would be a good idea. When I wrote this song, me and Sean were living in a camper, and we were so broke we couldn't pay attention. I mean, we literally used Susan B. Anthony dollars that I won in a baby show in 1985 to buy Pall Mall cigarettes, and we split the pack. That's how poor we were. So that year for Valentine's Day, I wrote him this song. And it became our wedding song, and then it became my single, and then now it's like for everybody. So there you go. All the weed and all the fields of California, all the bourbon Kentucky ever made, all the cornbread that came from Granny's kitchen, all the songs that Willie Nelson ever played. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of you. All of the oil in the dirt of Oklahoma, all the coal in the West Virginia mine, all of you can give me, baby, I'll take it. Your love and your body and your time. I can't get enough. Well, I can't get enough like the air that I've been breathing. Without you, I'm half of who I am. I can't get enough. Baby, you know I can't get enough. Oh, I can't get enough of you. No, 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 no. I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. I can't get enough of you. That's pretty hard sitting down. It gets way up there. 2 more songs, and then I gotta get. Because my sugar's getting on. We want to hear an hour, and everybody's gonna get bored and be like, Sarah, these go on forever. I'll be like, I got distracted. Sorry. And remember it. They're everywhere. In the walls and the doors and the roof and the floor and the paper that you read. If you got started with just a little seed, yeah, we need it. For air, for shade, almost everything is made from the dead burn stuff. Seen people knock on it just to look. You can cut and you can saw it and turn it into lumber. Looking at the world, it always makes me wonder. Everywhere you look and everything you see, somebody somewhere thought it'd be me. To plant a little, climb a little, hug a little, smoke a little tree. Up the holler, where the birds come a-calling, the bees buzz a-popping, and the dancing leaves. A miracle that happens every spring when the mountains green. Budding and a blooming the season, changing sooner than the law fall down. The next year they'll come back around. You can cut it, you can saw it, and turn it into lumber. Looking at the world, it always makes me wonder. Everywhere you look and everything you see, somebody somewhere thought it'd be neat. To plant a little, climb a little, smoke a little, hug a little tree. There's a story. One was turned to a cross, the whole world was lost till he set it free. Dogwood standing on Calvary for you and me. You can cut it, you can saw it, and turn it into lumber. Looking at the world, it always makes me wonder. Everywhere you look and everything you see, somebody somewhere thought it'd be neat. To plant a little, climb a little, hug a little, smoke a little, take the shame, bear the blame. Thank you, Lord, for dying on a tree. Gotta trim these fingernails tonight. Look how long they are. Can't pick for shit tonight. But anyway, got time for one more. And then I'm going to get off here and eat some supper and smoke some weed. Probably in that order. Maybe in the other order. I don't know. It could go either way. I said I'm sorry. Whatever I did, I was wrong. This can't be the end of our story. I know that here before long we can argue if you want. Baby, you know we're gonna call it truce when we turn out the light. Turn this angry into tangled up and break the bed instead of breaking up. We can stay up and make up all night, but I don't wanna fight. Everyone's betting against us. I'd hate to prove them all right. Ooh, love is fussy, so senseless. And tomorrow it'll all be alright. But we can argue if you wanna. Baby, you know we're gonna call a truce when we turn out the light. Turn this angry into tangled up. Break the bed instead of breaking up. We can stay up and make up all night, but I don't wanna we can break all the dishes, scratch up the halls, make them suspicious with a mess in the hole. We can argue if you wanna, but baby, no, we're gonna go the truce when we turn the light. Turn this angry into tangled up and break the bed instead of breaking up. We can stay up and make up all night, but I don't wanna fight. No, I don't wanna fight. No, I don't wanna fight. Yeah. There you go. Well, that's what I know from this side of the mountain this evening, friends. That's the updates, that's the weather, that's the Bible verse, and that's the new songs. We talked about everything we could. We colored in a map, and I told you about the new shows that are coming up this weekend. Friday at Hurricane at Emma Ray Steakhouse. That show starts at 6 o'clock. And then Saturday night, we are in Huntington, West Virginia at Bobby G's there in the Central City area, and that show starts at 8. So, if you haven't RSVP'd or got your tickets yet, then go ahead and get online and get that taken care of. We're also going to be in Camden, Kentucky, the 25th, which is not this weekend, but next weekend. And then we're going to be in Inez, Kentucky for the Appalachian Artist Festival on the 1st. We're going to be in Camden, Tennessee on August the 8th with Eric and Nicole opening. We're going to be back in Van Leer for a private party on the 15th. We're going to be in South Fire, North Carolina on the 22nd day of August. And then that's all I have until, I think, the first weekend of October. So, if you want us, call us. We'll come to you. You've seen about what we do. I sit, find me a place to play, smoke, and sleep. I'm there. So, all right, friends, keep your Bibles open, your powder dry, and your head on a swivel, because people are acting crazy this day and age. Be nice to old people's animals and children. And if you can't love your neighbor, please give it to God, because he loves you and I do too. And I will see you tomorrow here on the porch on another episode of Cigarette Mom. And in the meantime, until then, remember, I'm Sarah Beth Terry. And you're not. Good night.